It's time for the morning edition of the news for this Friday, April 26, 2024. I'm Deandrea Hamilton, and I've got the news that matters most, a Magnetic Media production.
Under the patronage of the Premier, the Honorable Charles Washington Mizet and Mistress Delthea Mizet, Turks and Caicos, brace yourself for Gia Pierre. March on, the story of us.
He is smart and handsome, a world traveler.
World traveler? Please, that boy being in London and Spanish wear.
It will keep you at the edge of your seat.
She's so special, and it's a real hair.
She really special for true. First time I ever know synthetic hair is grow the humans.
With our signature scandal you love.
You mad because I got a woman to love me for free, and you gotta pay for that.
The Tour, Turks and Caicos, May 10th at 8 p.m., May 11th at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. at Brayton Hall, Providenciales, Turks and Caicos.
They just don't trust Chinese restaurants, but owned by Bahamians. When you look, the sweet and sour pork come with peas and grits. Man, oh man.
Admission, $60 general, $75 VIP. Tickets available now in Basic Essential, Elite Plaza, Airport Road. Phone 941-5876. Gia Pierre, march on.
What's there to celebrate? That's the question coming from many residents, laced with anger for some and plain confusion for others in the aftermath of the government's press release highlighting the court-ordered repossession of 2 parcels of land from a local businessman, which TCIG describes as a major victory for Crown land. Without information on why the government needed the land or what, if any, negotiations had preceded the legal action, some residents are giving both sides the benefit of the doubt. For many, however, it's the tone of the press release that presented the ruling from the Court of Appeal as a major win, even as it means a significant financial blow for a local businessman as government takes ownership of his land and buildings. Tasked with settling disputes between residents and their employers or other issues in the professional sphere, the Labor Tribunal of the Turks and Caicos Islands has been restaffed. Appointed are Edward Hall, Vernon Williams, Carlos Williams, Attorney Kershell Bain, and Veronica Rigby, who are all representatives on behalf of employees. Representatives of the employers are Samuel Williams, Arnell Taylor, Kenya Forbes-Jiger, Yolanda Forbes, and Mary Cunningham. Appointments will last for the next 2 years, effective since April 1st, according to the Cabinet. It's the news that matters most, Magnetic Media. Consultation on the multi-sector agency regulator for your Turks and Caicos utility sector continues, and the Energy and Utilities Department urges you to tell them what you think. The regulator will give oversight to telecommunications, petroleum retailers and wholesalers, water and sewerage, and energy. Get and review the draft policy and email your feedback to regulatoryconsultation@gov.tc. That's regulatoryconsultation@gov.tc. Kyle Knowles, Minister of Public Safety and Utilities, is on a countrywide tour to visit the departments he was recently put in charge of for introductory visits. Knowles has so far seen water plants in Salt Key and took the opportunity to hear and observe the department's successes, challenges, and concerns firsthand. The MP for Wheeland was sworn in as minister in March following a cabinet shuffle. Former FedEx employee Tristan Newbold is on trial for allegedly illegally attempting to import 14 vials of liquid marijuana vapes into the Turks and Caicos. It is alleged that on Wednesday, January 8th, at the KRC Services Transit Shed, he improperly imported a quantity of suspected THC vapes cartridges and packages in a manner appearing as intended to deceive customs officials. Wilke Arthur, court correspondent, reports that other items besides the suspected cannabis vape oils were in that package. 2 small stuffed animals were in there, along with 2 small balls and other unsuspicious smaller items. Trial commenced in the magistrate's court on Tuesday, April 16th, and will continue in May. The TCI has a new director of social development in Ashley Adams Forbes, according to a Monday press release. Adams Forbes holds a Master of Social Work degree from Columbia University, New York, and a master's degree in public policy and management from the University of London. She previously served as the former deputy director of the Department of Social Development for nearly 8 years, from November 2015 to March 2023. You're listening to the morning edition of news, a Magnetic Media production. We have news online anytime at magneticmediatv.com.
There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such a wholesome variety of your favorite fresh foods. There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such outstanding service. And there is simply nowhere else in the TCI to answer your every food craving in a chic, comfortable, centrally located store. That's a place you can trust. Number 1 is Graceway IGA. Fresh, service, trust for over 20 years.
Around 11 residents sat before Justice Chris Salachan yesterday, Thursday, to enter their pleas in various matters. Wilke Arthur, Magnetic Media Court correspondent, told us about Wilfredo Williams and Jonathan Hanfield, who appeared to answer charges of kidnapping and other related serious offenses. Lara Maroof Mizik and Ashwood Forbes are counsels in the matter, respectively. Shikeme Seymour, Gino Gerbex, and Chunko Seymour all appeared on firearm conspiracy allegations, represented by Finbar Grant, Kimon Tennant, and Letitia Williams Bruce, respectively. That does it for the morning edition of news. I'm Deandrea Hamilton. We're back at midday with more TCI Top Stories, a Magnetic Media production.